I think. Yep. The stream is live. Welcome today. News Web Easy from NHK. Yasashi Nihongo de Kaete News, as they say, in the heading of the website. You know how to find it. Just Google News Web Easy, something like that, and it will come up. So that's a website made by Japanese, I don't know what it is, NHK Association News Company or something. Actually, they have it here at the top. They explain what's it for. If somebody doesn't know. Actually, I can make myself bigger just for funsies. News Web Easy wa gaikokuji no minasan ya shougakusei, chugakusei no minasan no tame ni wakari yasui kotoba de news o tsutaemasu. So News Web Easy, it's for foreigners as well as shougakusei, which is elementary school and middle school students. Wakari yasui kotoba de. Wakari yasui kotoba is using words that are easy to understand. News o tsutaemasu. Basically, well, publishing news, let's say. Tsutaemasu can be many things, but in this context, it's like news written in simple Japanese language. Sweet. So today, 4th of May. I'm just looking at this. So this news was at the top. Is this the top? It's not the top. Just go back to the top. As always, in this main column, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 news. And if I move myself to the left and right hand side, these are fixed. Saigai ni kiotsukete. It's in case of natural disaster, and there's different types. I already have videos, I can't remember. It was a long time ago where I went through those, and then here in the right hand side sidebar we have news for previous days. But today it's 8:24 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia. So usually I translate, I go through maybe 2, maximum 3 articles. Let's just move me back in the top right corner here. So what do we have today? There was one news which was big news in Japan. It's about, they call it like a tourist company, I guess, or sightseeing, which some people went on a boat in around Hokkaido. If I may be wrong about that. Maybe doesn't matter. Well, it's like northwest Japan. And basically the weather was not good. There were toll waves, and many people died or got lost or and stuff like that. So this one is talking about this company, and they are blaming this like tourist company. Next, what else do we have? Ehime ken no 道後温泉に大勢の人が来る温泉に入るまで2時間 something about onsen. I think second one is about Okinawa. 沖縄が日本に戻ってから50年歴史がわかる書類の展示会 something about documents that came back 50 years after 50 years to Japan, and they're like important history documents or something like that. News number 4 is 噴火があったトンガを応援したい。6月にラグビーの試合をする。So, some time ago, I also talked about this. There were volcano eruptions on the islands of Tonga, and this one is saying to support Tonga after volcanic eruption. There are some rugby games scheduled to be there. School number 5, something about Russia. Russia, in quotes, 日本大使館の8人はロシアから出ていくように. I heard about this, something like Japan ordered 8 people from embassy in Japan, from Russian embassy in Japan, to leave Japan and go back to Russia. That's the news. So, I guess let's start from the top. I don't know some of these names. Apparently it's Shiretoko sightseeing, Shiretoko pleasure cruiser. Alright. And then I guess that's the name, Shiretoko ga, Shiretoko de fune ga shizunda jiko. Okay. Maybe Shiretoko is a place, because they say Shiretoko de, at Shiretoko, boat sunk accident. Space. And then it's Kaijo Hoancho. Looking at the kanji, it's something like sea above safety department. Or we'll see what it is exactly. Office. Ga kaisha o shiraberu. So this, I guess I can use my browser extension to find out what it is. That's Japan Coast Guard. JCG. I can do it. So this Japan Coast Guard is investigating a company, like I said. Usually I play this, but today I can skip it, I reckon. I'll just zoom in a little bit more. I guess it's hard to see. Sweet. And then let me align. Almost pixel perfectly, in a pixel perfect manner. Yep. Is it still aligned? Close. So let's just go through it. Shigatsu 23日. So that's 23rd of April. 北海道の知床半島. So in Hokkaido there is a hanto, which is semi-island or something like that, with the name Shiretoko. And O kanko suru fune. Kanko is it's like sightseeing. Sightseeing boat ga shizumu koto ga arimashita. So this sightseeing boat sunk. That's pretty much it. This accident happened, pretty much. Sunken accident. Let me sip some liquid first. Next. 14人が亡くなって12人がまだ見つかっていません。So 14 people died, 12 people, what do you call it? Couldn't be found, basically. Next sentence. 海上保安庁 So Japan Coast Guard は5月2日 So on the 2nd of May 船の会社が So the boat company 十分に気をつけていなかったため客などが亡くなった疑いがあると考えて会社などを調べ始めました。Okay, so this saying, yeah, because this boat company, as they say, 十分に気をつけていなかったため、十分に気をつけて。So because this company didn't care about people properly, and its clients died, and 疑いがあると考えて、疑い is literally mean doubts. So Japan Coast Guard started having doubts, so like questioning, I guess, if this company, started having doubts on this company. And so 会社などを So this company, they became investigating this company. Literally saying 会社など company and etc. Doesn't matter. Like Japanese people really like this nado, which doesn't translate well into English, I feel like. Second paragraph goes like this. 今までに up until now 社長と船長が事故の朝 So 社長 is the company president and 船長 is like apparently like a captain. Yeah. The two kanji, one is boat and one is toll or like something like that. Cho. So, Chiko no asa. So on the morning of the accident, gogo kara, that means in the afternoon, tenki ga nakunaru. So became not warukunaru. So weather became bad. Kanosei ga aru koto o shite ita no ni, even though they knew that there's probability of weather becoming bad, what did they do? Shupatsu o kimeta. They decided to sail, to leave the port. Shupatsu o kimeta koto ga wakatte imasu. So it became known that this one happened. Futari wa both of them. Umi ga kiken ni nattara modoru to yakusoku shite imashita. Both umi ga kiken ni nattara. I think the way Japanese word order works is a bit unnatural for, I guess, Western people, you can say, roughly. But basically the two words are like both made promise. So all the way at the end, usually you have a verb. Yakusoku shite imashita. So both of them promised that if there will be dangerous, kiken ni nattara, if it becomes dangerous, they would come back to the port. Kaijou Hoancho wa, so Japan Coast Guard, このように決めたことに問題がなかったかどうか調べます。So this Coast Guard, このように決めたこと, so this kind of a decision, 問題, this it translates literally a bit funny, but they say, well, it's kind of like a problem that they made this decision. And there's this interesting, I guess, grammar or way to say it. So they say, 問題なかったかどうか. It's like, どうかなかったかどうか調べます。Basically, this, let's say something and something else, and like どうか, like why did basically they made this decision, and this weird decision they are investigating. That's the best way I could explain it. And the last paragraph, この船が戻る場所には携帯電話の電波が届かないところがあります。So this boat, 通る場所. So this boat was going through place, basically where mobile phone, radio waves cannot really 届かないところがあります。届かない don't come through. So basically there was no reception. しかし会社は携帯電話で船と連絡すると決めていました。しかし but this company 携帯電話でBut this company decided to sort of keep contact over the mobile phone. Yeah. このため and because of that, 会社が安全のために何をしていたかも調べます。Because of this, 会社が this company is会社が安全のために for the safety 何をしていた what were they planning to do in this case, it's been investigated because it was like a stupid decision on their part. Cool. Actually, it wasn't too bad. I somehow worried there will be some words which I would not know. I don't know much about boat's safety, I guess. Let's just go second from the top. So time is It's about 20 minutes. Okay, I'll make a timestamp to break it down. Ehime Ken. So in Ehime prefecture no Dogo Onsen. So that's the name of onsen, which is onsen is hot. What do you call it? Can't remember. Onsen. It's hot what? Hot spring. It's a hot spring. Hot spring under the name Dogo, which by itself means road after or something. And Ouzei no hito ga kuru. A lot of people came or go. And then there's a space. Onsen ni hairu made 6 jikan. What does this mean? Onsen ni hairu made 6 jikan. It says before going into onsen 6 hours. So I feels like some information is missing for me to make sense of it. So I'm curious to find out more. Just 3 small paragraphs. Easy. Too easy. First paragraph. 去年と一昨年は So last year and 一昨年 is the year. Is it the year before last? I believe 4月の終わり at the end of April から So starting end of April 長い休みの時 during long holidays 新型コロナウイルスが広がっていました So yeah, basically COVID-19 was spread. And 緊急事態宣言 So sort of a state of emergency, etc. 出ていて kind of came out or was, whatever, declared. 多くの人は遠くに行かないようにしていました。So a lot of people couldn't go very far. That's the paragraph 1. Paragraph 2. 今年は旅行 So 今年 I believe is this year. 去年 last year. 今年 is this year. Travel. 旅行する人が増えました。So the people who can travelers increased. Let's say. 愛媛県松山市 So there's two things. One is prefecture in Ehime prefecture in Matsuyama city. Matsuyama literally is a pine tree and a mountain city. And in that city there's Dogo Onsen. So the Dogo hot spring. Yeah. その周りには大勢の人が来ています。And その周り in that vicinity or around that onsen, a lot of people 来ています is come. It's like in present tense, so I'm not sure if they came this year or I guess I would say this year a lot of people came. Let's see where this is going. たくさんの店が並ぶ商店街では So たくさん a lot of shops line up in 商店街 which is like a shopping alley. And 家族や友達と写真を撮ったり買い物をしたりして楽しんでいました。So family and friends took pictures, did some shopping, and had a good time. 5月1日は So on the 1st of May 有名な道後温泉本館 That's right. So yeah, so again 道後温泉 is the onsen, and then this is honkan. Looking at the kanji, hon is like main, and kan, I guess it's sort of a building. I guess there are many buildings in there, I imagine. So maybe there's some main building. And there, onsen ni hairu made 6 時間ぐらい待つ人も Okay, so they're saying in that main onsen building, people had to wait. There were people who had to wait around 6 hours to enter, basically. That's the end of paragraph number 2. And the last one is 道後温泉の旅館のグループによると So in Dogo Onsen there is a ryokan, which is, there are literally two kanji, which is one is travel and the second one is like a building, which is a like traditional hotel, right? Which is usually how it works. So yeah, the onsen has a hotel, and then apparently there's some kind of group which owns it or something, and according to this group, ni yoru to, yasumi no aida ほとんどの部屋は予約がいっぱいです。So summer period, yeah, ほとんどの部屋は予約がいっぱいです。If I understand correctly, there's a lot of rooms that can be booked. I need to carefully translate it because it might have the opposite meanings. It's usually hotondo, it's more negative. It's like barely. There's no. Probably it means like there are no rooms. Hotondo, almost, practically. Barely. ほとんどの部屋は予約がいっぱいです。Let's just run it through, just this bit through Google, just so I don't lie to you. Want to check it. Most rooms are full of reservations during the holidays.
Most rooms are full of reservations during the holidays.
Okay. So I guess it's booked out. Okay. And what's this? I saw it before. Is it Tsusan no Mise no Hitowa? I'm really curious what it means. Tosan, product of the land, souvenir. That's omiyage. That's just omiyage. I forgot the kanji for omiyage. Omiyage no mise no hito wa. So omiyage is like, well, I guess it's kind of souvenir. And the person who works at this omiyage shop said the following in between this, in the middle of the sentence, which is コロナウイルスが問題になる前と同じぐらい小物が売れています。嬉しいです。Usually it's 商品, so I just want to double check. Shinamono. I guess it's Shinamono. Because this second kanji can be read mono or butsu, and possibly some other ways. So sometimes I'm not sure which one it is. So basically, a person who works at the souvenir shop, like a shopkeeper, said, well, literally they say, okay, I'll just go word by word. So coronavirus, so coronavirus problem became before. So before coronavirus became a problem, 同じぐらい品物が売れています。So 同じぐらい、同じ is the same, ぐらい means around the same products sold. So and then he's saying, I'm glad. So basically what he's trying to say is that he is selling products in about the same quantities as before coronavirus. But it's tricky. Sometimes it's like literally, if you go word by word, it's a little bit weird, and I'm like, what happened exactly? So I feel like some years before I would get confused when I was doing these videos, but now I'm getting better at this. I feel like that's good. All right, time is 8:52 p.m. so I can do one more, I reckon. One more. Okay, let's do this third one. I have no idea what this is about. And in terms of stream time, that's on minute 32. That's Okinawa が日本に戻ってから50年. And then there's a space, which I'm still trying to understand what that is. I think if it's a heading and there's like two layers, that's like a new line in the heading. If it was a newspaper that's printed, on paper, I think that would be like a new line. So let's go word by word. So Okinawa, something like speaking about Okinawa, Japan came back from 50 years. Okay, and then there's a space. Rekishi is history ga wakaru shorui. So history, understood documents. Tenjikai. Tenjikai, I have no idea what that is, so I have to look it up. I know each character, but what does it mean? Exhibition. Okay. What's this one? Unfold, expand. This one is show, and this is okay.
No.
Easy. Sweet. Basically, what I think it's trying to say is there was some. There's exhibition. Firstly, the keyword is at the end, so there's exhibition of some documents that make history, that allow us to understand history better. And those documents came back to Japan after 50 years. And it's in Okinawa. And the first sentence and paragraph is real short. 1902年? So in year 1100, in 1972, right? 沖縄がアメリカから日本. So Okinawa came back to Japan from America. So I think for those who doesn't know, technically America occupied Okinawa and had the military base there, and only in year 1972 technically it returned to under the rule of Japan. And after that, 5月で50年です。So, it's 50 years. In May, it became 50 years since 1972. Like, today is 2022, so it's 50 years. Sweet. So, Tokyo to, so, is it the prefecture of Tokyo にある国立公文書館? It's something national library? I guess I'll have to pull out Rikai-kun extension.
なかなかには国立公共文書館
Public Records Office. National Public Records Office.
ニュース
Alright. And in that office, 沖縄に関係した書類40点ぐらいが展示されています。So, 沖縄に関係した書類 So, documents connected to Okinawa, and there were about 40 points. This could mean something else in this context. Usually this kanji means points. It could be the counter for something like for exhibited items, and tenji sarete imasu. So again, basically in Tokyo there is the National Records Office, and these documents are being exhibited there at the moment. この中には among these documents 沖縄が日本に戻ることについて沖縄が日本に戻るについて Yep. So basically, yes, keep going. I just want to see where it's going. 1971年6月に日本とアメリカがサインした書類があります。Basically, there are documents that were signed in 1971, June? Yeah, there were some documents that were signed for Okinawa to return to Japan. And here we go, someone's name in green. Sato Eisaku. Moto Souri Daijin. So there was a former prime minister with the name Sato Eisaku. No, so blah blah blah. No Nikki mo arimasu. There's a diary of prime minister that's there. And then 1969年 in 1969, 11月 in November of 1969, no Nikki, so there's that diary. アメリカに沖縄について話をしたに行く前の日、反対の運動をしていた学生などが捕まったことが書いてあります。So I think this diary basically before it mentions America and Okinawa. Speaking about America and Okinawa, 話をしに行く前の日. So one day before this day, there were some students who were opposing this move, I think, and they were caught. 捕まったことがSo yeah. そして as well, so yeah, basically, yeah, following that. So Sori Daijin, actually is Sori, is it Prime Minister? I think it's Prime Minister. Prime Minister, Sori Daijin が仕事をする建物からヘリコプターで空港に向かったことも書いてあって緊張した様子がわかります。Oh boy, I don't know much about it, but basically, Prime Minister was doing his job in the building, and from that building, there was a helicopter で空港に向かったこと。He flew on a helicopter to the Kuko. Is Kuko? Yeah, he headed back to the airport, and he was kincho shita yosu, so he was in a nervous state, and it was vakarima. It's like understood from this diary, whatever that means. Alright, that's the diary. And the last paragraph goes like this. Kokuritsu Koubun Shokan. So this national... What did I say? It was a record office or something like that. Said... Someone from the office said the following. 書類などを見て、so having seen the documents, 沖縄の歴史や人々の気持ちなどを考えてみてほしいです。So Okinawa's history, as well as people's feelings, basically can be understood. Well, literally saying 考えてみてほしいです. I guess what he's trying to say is that people who will come at the exhibition will read it and will he wants them to understand the feelings of people from Okinawa and at that time. Because this grammar is implying that kangaete is think, and then mite is to plan, to think, and then hoshi, and he wants for them. Anyhow, there's that nuance in there. And the last sentence is like this. Tenjikai, so this exhibition, 6月19日まで開かれています. So it is open until 19th of June. Finito. 終わりです. What does this picture show us? Yeah, it's again saying, yep, that does blah blah blah. The Kata Kodoro. Okay, anyhow, that's the poster for this exhibition. There you have it, 9:05. This live stream was about 45 minutes, so sweet. This is it. Goodbye.